An introduction to payment structure under the 2022 SAG-AFTRA Commercials Contract. Hey, did you know there's a new and improved 2022 Commercials Contract? It has a simplified and more predictable payment structure. This makes it easier for advertisers and agencies to budget and calculate payments. The new contract is designed to keep pace with an evolving industry. In this video, we'll focus on 3 specific changes in the commercials contract related to compensation. 1. The compensation structure. 2. Class A payments. And 3. Digital media types. Okay, let's talk about the first change, compensation structure. Great news! No more navigating pages of rate tables to calculate compensation. This contract simplifies payments with the introduction of flat fees and per-cycle rates across most media types in 4-week, 13-week, and 1-year use cycles. For example, a national cable commercial is $1,500 for a 4-week cycle, $4,100 for a 13-week cycle, and $13,500 for a 1-year cycle. This means producers now pay once for the time period in which they'll use the commercial, instead of calculating unit weights based on complicated tables for cities or subscribers. For advertisers and agencies, flat fee per cycle rates across media types enable clarity and predictability of costs for budgeting. And for performers, the flat fees based on media types makes compensation more predictable, easier to calculate, and requires less manual tracking. In addition, cycle lengths and use types can also be upgraded during an active cycle by paying the difference in rates between use types or cycles. For example, an advertiser can upgrade from a local cable to national cable during the cycle by paying the difference of $1,200. Or if an advertiser purchases a wild spot use cycle that excludes New York and LA and wants to upgrade during the cycle to include New York and LA, they can upgrade to the All Markets use category and pay the difference. Okay, now let's look at the second payment structure change that was updated in the new 2022 contract, Class A payments. First, Class A will continue to be paid per use, with the first use being equal to the session fee and all subsequent uses having a 5% reduction from the 2019 rates. Second, for signatory advertisers and agencies, there's now a Class A cap. The maximum compensation for Class A use in a 13-week cycle is $20,000 for scale on-camera principals and $15,000 for scale off-camera principals. These changes in Class A acknowledge feedback from advertisers and agencies that costs for Class A were formerly unpredictable and therefore difficult to budget for. Capping Class A fees and making the Class A fee structure easier to calculate and more predictable makes it easier for advertisers and agencies to engage union talent for this type of work. To offset any financial impact these changes may have on a small percentage of performers who earn significant wages from Class A previously, SAG-AFTRA created a fund called the Digital Transition Impact Mitigation Fund. In rare cases where performers would have made more from Class A payments under the legacy contract, they may be eligible for additional payments through the mitigation fund. Okay, continuing with the theme of simplification and forward-looking changes, let's look at the third payment structure change in the new 2022 commercials contract, digital media types. There are now 3 digital media types which we'll talk about individually. 1. Traditional digital. 2. Streaming platforms. And 3. Gaming, augmented reality, also known as AR or virtual worlds, and emerging platforms. Traditional digital now consolidates the former internet and new media categories into a single category. It includes social media, YouTube, as well as brand, retailer, or other third-party websites. This change means advertisers no longer need to pay 2 different use payments if their commercial runs on Instagram and Facebook. In this contract, a new digital media type was created called streaming platforms to address the shift in must-see TV from linear to digital. These are streaming services that provide much of the same type of content as traditional cable or broadcast TV, but via a streaming platform service. Examples include Hulu, Peacock, Paramount Plus, Pluto TV, Tubi TV, and others. Use on these platforms requires payment of a higher fee than for other traditional digital media types, enabling performers to better capitalize on the growing value of streaming platforms while maintaining the lower-cost traditional digital category for advertisers and agencies. And the last new media type, gaming, AR or virtual worlds, and emerging platforms was added to the 2022 Commercials Contract to account for the ongoing emergence of new platforms arising in media and advertising. When advertisers pay performers fees to create commercials for this media type, and streaming is not included, then use fees for gaming, AR or virtual worlds, and emerging platforms may be freely bargained. Now, in terms of payment for digital use, each media type has flat fees per the 4-week, 13-week, and 1-year cycles. But when advertisers pay for streaming, in this case, traditional digital and gaming platforms, AR or virtual worlds, and emerging platforms are automatically included as well. I hope you have a better understanding of the compensation structure, Class A payments, and digital media types in the 2022 Commercials Contract. Reach out if you have questions about these terms or anything related to the new 2022 Commercials Contract.